Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Money Matters Top Tips for Success, where each and every day I bring on new business owners, entrepreneurs, and executives and have them share their top tips for success with you. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres to keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, moneymatterstoptips.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Joseph Ingrando on the line, and he's Vice President of Sales over at Ben Financial. Joe, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you so much. Excited to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
So as we were warming up, as I mentioned to you, I was like, I'm excited to have you on here. I don't get HSA experts on the show all the time. A lot of financial advisors that cover other areas, but we don't go into HSAs enough, in my opinion. So we're going to go into that. But before we do, let's give the audience a little bit of your background. So how did you get started in your career and in business?
Yeah, that's a great question. I started my career, I originally owned a restaurant when I first got out of college, and I learned that being an entrepreneur is really tough work, and I had some success, but then I got into business. I was hired by Paychex when I got out of the restaurant business. I was their 401k guy for about 7 years. That's really how I cut my teeth, if you will, in the pre-tax benefit arena. And as I progressed through my career in benefits, HSAs became very near and dear to my heart just because they were very similar to 401k. And I saw a huge need in the marketplace to help people save for their healthcare expenses. And when you learn more about HSAs, it's also a great retirement vehicle as well.
Man, I love it. And let's just jump right into Ben Financial. So tell us a little bit more about the company and what you're doing there.
Yeah, it's really exciting. I'm in a phenomenal place. Ben was launched about a year and a half ago or so, October of 2018. And it's a benefit technology firm that had a phenomenal idea to make a better HSA. And the HSA we do is we leverage artificial intelligence and machine learning to help guide participants to better long-term financial wellness. And really what that means is giving people a little bit of guidance and a GPS, if you will, for a benefit that is a lot of times misunderstood.
I agree with that misunderstanding part, and I don't think they get the best rap, or people always know what they are. So let's go into into the importance or some of the benefits of HSAs and what they can help you do.
Yeah, and that's a great question. And really the crux of it all is to take a pre-tax deduction from payroll and get a triple tax savings. With your 401k, you get you don't pay state and federal tax. Well, when you put money away in your HSA, you don't pay state and federal and FICA on top of it, Social Security, if you will, 7.65%. You get an extra, a little kick there, if you will, when you start adding up the tax savings. And with tax-deferred compound interest over time, that money can really grow quite quickly. And you get to utilize that money for out-of-pocket medical expenses that are HSA qualified under a high-deductible health plan. And what that does is it just really starts your opportunity to plant a money tree with those pre-tax dollars like you do with your 401k and have those trees grow pre-tax over time and really provide people with a nest egg for their future. We look at statistics all the time that show, married couples in retirement or individuals in retirement are going to pay a substantial amount of money in healthcare costs. And to pay for those, Social Security or Medicare, it's only going to cover so much. And it's so important to make sure that you have enough for when you're ready to retire and drift off into the sunset of not working anymore.
What kind of, a lot of business owners, a lot of executives listening of various size companies, Joe, so from small businesses to, couple-man shops all the way to, large companies with hundreds, if not thousands of employees are listening. What are some of the, benefits of HSAs on the employer side or setting them up? Like, is this really a difficult thing to do? Give us a little bit on that end.
Oh, yeah, it is so simple. We've figured out how to make it extremely easy on the employer and the employee. And for the employer, there's huge tax savings as well on every dollar that their employees, whether you're a small shop or a mid-size or an enterprise-size type of employer, the tax savings on providing this benefit is substantial. And you're giving a great benefit to your employees when you're talking about retaining and recruiting top talent. Having an HSA in concert with the 401k and other benefits is a package that, people are looking for. And the tax savings for the employer, I mean, it literally pays for itself, as time goes on. And there's such opportunity for businesses to save on those premiums with health insurance. There's been trends in the marketplace where organizations love their real rich HMOs or PPO plans, but when they go from that high premium type of plan to a high deductible health plan, because you can't have an HSA without a high deductible health plan, but when you shift that, the premium savings is substantial. And what we're finding is a lot of employers are saving that substantial amount of money and then seeding the HSA, providing a match or a contribution towards the employee's HSA to get them started, and then bridging the gap between what they had in a rich PPO or HMO plan to the high deductible health plan, and giving them money to help bridge that gap for the switch. And it really is an unbelievable savings vehicle for them and for the business to make those premium shifts. And we're seeing a huge trend that a lot of organizations, big, small, medium, large, you name it, that are making these switches and taking advantage of those premium savings and then giving back to the employees so they could start to nest egg that money for the future.
Is there a type of, I should say, a bunch of young employees? Does that work out better, or if it's a mixed population of both younger and more aged employees, or if it's an older workforce? Is there any kind of balance or anything there that even, and there may not be, by the way, this is just me asking, that makes it more attractive for one type of company versus another?
Well, we're seeing it all over as far as you name the type of organization, from blue collar to white collar. And as far as demographics, I mean, the bottom line is there's one thing that's undefeated in all of this, and that's time. So the more time you have, the more opportunity to save is there. But we are seeing folks even in their 40s and 50s taking advantage of it because they don't know they're going to work. They still need to save money, and the light's going on. More legislation, more information that's out there, educating people as to how important it is to have an additional vehicle to help save for those expenses, those medical expenses, those out-of-pocket that your insurance doesn't cover, that you're going to be responsible for. So, certainly young folks that start nice and young, just like you would be in your 401k, the longer that money's growing, certainly that's a huge advantage. But quite frankly, we're seeing it all over the board.
That's awesome. And just for let me preface this. So we're recording this January 27th, 2020. So the answer to this question could change. So look it up. But Joe, are there lists, or give us some ideas there on the amount that employees can put in general? Yes,
in general. So an individual can put away $3,550 as long as they're in a qualified high deductible health plan. And families can put away $7,100. And those numbers continue to go up. And if you're over age 55, there is a tax contribution of $1,000. So a family can put away, $8,100, and if the spouse, if both spouses are over 55, it actually can go to $9,100. So it would be the $7,100 plus the 55 or older catch-up contributions. So you could put away a lot of money, and it's a decent amount. And what they're doing is they're really, when I say the government is being pushed to allow those numbers to continue to go north. Right now, you're only seeing it went up $100 from last year for a family, $50 for an individual. But the push to have that be a little bit more congruent with what you're able to put away in a 401k is the ultimate, I think, plan going forward with these with this benefit typically. So and you have to again be in a qualified high deductible health plan.
That's significant too. If you combine it with the other contributions you have, especially for the family contribution over time, no, that's some significant money. So, Joe, if somebody's listening to this and they want more information on Bend Financial or to connect, what's the best way for them to reach out?
Yeah, absolutely. Certainly visit our website at www.bendhsa.com, and I would love for someone to give me a call at 716-256-9521. You can schedule a demonstration of our tool or simply shoot me an email at joe.ingrando, INGRANDO, @bendhsa.com.
That's awesome. Well, hey, Joe, really appreciate you coming on the show today and sharing more about your background, how you got in the business from entrepreneur to now all the way at Bend Financial, helping people set up their HSAs, doing a great service for our business owners and for their employees, the participants. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this and hope you learned a lot about HSAs today. That's just starting out, so don't forget to follow up with Joe if you want to learn some more. But again, thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. If you like it, if you got a lot of value, subscribe or head to the YouTube channel, Money Matters Top Tips. If you have some ideas on HSAs or questions or anything else, leave some comments in the video section. We'll make Joe answer them for you because I'm not answering them because I don't have all the answers. So thanks again for tuning in. It would be my pleasure. Awesome. And thank you again, Joe, for coming on the show.
Thank you, Adam. Take care.